style.
Squatting style. This is how tight this is. It'll be a challenge to get these out. There's a hidden room. I think that's an incredible deal.
It looks better than I expected.
Okay, hey, what's going on, Akiya Hunters? So today I have a very special episode because I have none other than Mr. Allen from Tucson, Arizona. So this must be kind of cold for you.
It was a little cold
Yeah.
at night. Now it's okay.
Because Tucson is pretty warm, right? All year round?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it gets cold in the winter.
So you got here a couple days ago and you're a frequent visitor of Japan because...
My son lives here in Edogawa-ku.
Okay, and we're in Edogawa-ku right now.
Right.
Looking at properties, and today we're gonna look at a couple properties. And you're looking for a house in Edogawa-ku because of your son.
We would like to be close to our son. We'd like to make it an Airbnb if possible, and that way we can make a little money and stay here if we desire to.
That's so cool because you have experience running Airbnbs in the US, right?
So,
One,
right.
but very successfully. So you got that under your belt, and you want to do that in Japan as well.
Yes.
I think so many people ask us about that. Like, oh, can we buy a vacation home and do Airbnb? So that'd be a really cool journey to follow. So
it would be great.
Yeah. Well, we're at the first property, this one in Edogawa-ku. So very close to Kasai Station. That's where we came from. Yeah, we're gonna go take a look. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna document how you're seeing this property. Okay, so right off the bat, there's a kitchen here and dining. Horigotatsu. So it goes underneath. So you can put like kotatsu here in the winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and then kitchen's right here. It's a very wide, large sink for the size of the kitchen.
Good. And this is a sink, and the bath is here as well.
Okay, so the bath is here.
And that's for a washing machine?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, this is where we put the you put the washing machine, and that's the sink.
Great.
I'm guessing that's the toilet. Okay, let's see.
Old style.
Oh. So squatting style. You probably are gonna want to convert that. Okay, shall we go to the second floor? じゃあ、2階失礼します. Oh, there's another toilet. And this one is Western style.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So this is interesting. Is this
These are
a bed?
Beds, yes. It said it was a built-in bed.
Nice.
Obviously, I bet these are drawers.
Yeah. Built-in beds. Okay. How long is this? Would you fit? You think?
Maybe. Just barely 6 feet.
Okay, and there's another one here.
Yep.
And then I think there was a door, but there's none now.
Cork floor. That's interesting.
A little tiny balcony. Okay. Very quiet street.
Maybe it's the wood, but it smells like a lot of Midwestern vacation homes.
Yeah. Okay. Japanese style room, just 3.5, 4. Tatami mats, some storage here. Okay. There's a third floor here. Oh. This is how tight this is. Okay. Whew. So this is not a loft. This is the third floor. But I guess it's kind of a loft. Okay.
So, let's see.
All right.
Wow.
Third floor. Kind of like a loft.
And how they got these in here?
I know.
The window.
Seriously.
That's
how
why
did they
they're
get
still
this?
Here.
Yeah. It'll be a challenge to get these out. Yeah, probably through the window.
Nice furniture, however.
What year was this built? This house? You remember?
I do not remember.
Okay, let me look it up. So this property is 11 minutes from Kasai Station on Tokyo Metro Tozai-sen. Pretty close, walking distance. It's a very big station. 4 LDK. The land is 32 square meters, 57 square meters of structure. It was built in 1988. Yeah, not as old as we thought it was. It's younger than me. Yeah, locations, I mean, great. Very close to Tokyo Disney. And the price is 21 million yen right now. But I think it's been listed for some time. So there is probably some room for negotiation. That's my guess.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alan?
It looks better than I expected.
Oh.
On the inside.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Because I had been here before looking at the exterior.
Yeah, that's right.
But let's talk with your colleague and find out the details.
Yep. So what did you think about that house, Alan?
Many things to think about. Like I was mentioning earlier, it's a cost trade-off. So see about the cost to purchase the property, demolish, rebuild. That's probably a lot of money. That might be more than my budget will justify. But the biggest drawback was lack of parking, I think. And I'm not sure why that's important to me. Maybe because I would use it occasionally if it was an Airbnb. It's close to buses for Disneyland, and that's probably the major factor. But that street there that has no parking or no garage is a little bit not right as far as my preferences.
Right. Okay. Should we go take a look at the second one?
Yeah,
okay. Let's do it. Okay. So we're at the second house, also in Edogawa-ku. Looks like a nice neighborhood. They're taking care of the roads, which is good. Is that it? Yeah, this is it. Ah, domo. Okay. So this is the second house. Okay. Looks like a pretty good neighborhood. This is a road that's in. Kind of similar looking house, but let's find out. Only 2 stories. Nicer than the last one. Looks pretty nice on the inside compared to the first one.
Right.
Should we check it out?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. Ojamashimashima.
Ojamashimashima.
In Japan, you know, those slip-on shoes come in handy.
Yeah.
I bought this specifically for viewings. I don't have to untie my shoes. And these are waterproof too.
Oh, right. Good.
So this was a rental property until recently. Okay. Yeah. So this is the living room. The built-in furniture looks nice.
Yeah.
Comes with an AC unit.
Air conditioner.
Doesn't look too bad, I think.
Too
Looks functional. It's a designated seat. Not sure what that means. Probably a Western style toilet. Okay. And then the kitchen. A gas stove. This looks maybe brand new. Okay. And then the sink vanities here, and then the bathroom is right next to the kitchen. Comes in handy. You're cooking. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower. Maybe you might want like a door here or something. Yeah. Oh, there was a curtain. I see a curtain rails.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they had a curtain up top. Okay. There is a storage. Nice. The stairs are not as steep. Okay. Much more doable. Okay, so you can have a washing machine here. This is interesting. I mean, most of the clothes, like, you know, are in the bedroom, right? And then you can probably hang outside, so it's probably pretty convenient, actually. Yeah. All right, this room, did 2 rooms, not bad. Okay, nice sunlight coming in. This one has another AC unit. Okay, small balcony. Okay, nice.
Large closet.
Large, yeah, very spacious. And the final bedroom is here. This was probably a Japanese style, like tatami, but they changed it to flooring, looks like. And again, comes with, looks like a functioning AC unit. Okay, so this room is a little bit darker, which is okay. So this one is what's built in 1985, 3K. So Tochi land is 33.68 square meters, kind of similar to the last one. Structure 49. Oh, before we get to the numbers, there's a hidden room. Whoa, I'm gonna have to go. Do it. All right. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's an attic. Yeah. You could put a lot of stuff here. Suitcases.
That's an interesting thing. In the Airbnb world, have an area that the owner can lock off.
Ah, that's right.
So if you have all your
like
stuff,
your supplies,
all your
and
supplies and maintenance things.
So that's a plus.
Yeah, because people would not be going up there.
That's a good call. Or even like one of these storage rooms too, right? Yeah. Like you can just lock it up. Yeah. Okay.
In Missouri, we just have the front hall closet that's locked, and that has the supplies in it.
They've never had issues like people trying to get in or anything like that, right? Okay, so this one is 12.5 million asking price. Location-wise, 21 minutes from Koiwa station. So what do you think about that house?
It's very nice. It's old, but well maintained. As you mentioned, the people that own it had used it as a rental, and just cleaning it up, you could use it as a rental again. And between the two places, there's probably a lot of, but it'd be different philosophy. This one is relatively inexpensive, and it would be a long-term rental, probably make a reasonable amount of money. The other one would be very expensive because you'd probably tear it down, build a new building.
More risky. Yeah.
But it would probably be a good Airbnb once you got through all the regulations and all the other things. Anyway, a lot to consider.
There's a school right here. It looks like a really nice school. So it'll definitely attract families.
Right.
Yeah. That's a positive for a long term.
Yeah. And there's parking right around the corner.
Yeah. We parked here. But anyway, well, you're here for another couple of weeks.
Yes.
And we're setting up, I think you're seeing some properties in Kanagawa as well.
Yes.
I'm trying to go where I could go as well, but I want to prioritize your schedule.
Yes.
But we'll make that happen, and hopefully you'll fall in love with one
something.
of them.
One of them. Yep.
Well, thanks for letting me tag along today, your journey. Interesting homes. Yeah, potential. All right, so it's been a few weeks since the first house viewings with Alan. There has been many updates that happened in between then and now. But today I'm excited to tell you I have a contract day and the closing happening on the same day for Alan. He decided to move forward with a property that he saw, I think it was last week, and he moved very quickly. And I am here, since Alan went back to the US, I am here to represent him to close on the property. And right now, I just got to the real estate company's office. And after this, after the closing, I'll visit Alan's property, the house that he's about to purchase in the next hour or so. But let's go close this thing. I'll see you after. Okay, so the closing is done. It only took about less than an hour and a half from contract day to closing, which is awesome. Usually the real estate purchase process in Japan. So once your offer gets accepted, I would say like within 2 weeks or so, there is usually contract day where you put down your earnest money. And if you're not going to be there, I would highly recommend give power of attorney. So you sign all those documents, and then we do the contract day. And that takes about an hour or two sometimes, depending on if it can be done remotely with the company, or you have to go to the seller, usually seller's agent's office, which takes almost a half a day to travel and do all that stuff. And then after that, usually takes a few weeks to close on the property. And then you got to get the rest of the money ready, the broker fee and judicial scrivener title fee, and so on. So, usually total, it takes over a month, typical process. But this one was very fast from offer accepted to purchase. Took about 7 days, a little over 7 days, I think. So that happened really fast. It's awesome. So why does this happen? So this tends to happen when the property is very cheap. This property that Alan purchased is listed at 6.6 million yen, which is about 40 grand, 45? Yeah, less than $45,000. And we're in Tokyo, Edogawa, within 23 words of Tokyo. And this is Kitakasai. I think I looked it up, and about 2.4 kilometers from Kasai Station, north of Kasai Station, 24 minutes or something like that. Anyway, so we just got to the property, and it's funny enough, a gentleman who lives right there, he saw me come into the street, and he was like, I know you, I watch your TikTok, so thank you. It's from Vietnam. He said he just moved here. But anyway, the property that Alan purchased is this one. This is called a terraced house. I guess in the US, they're called townhomes. So they're one structure, but separate ownerships. So what he purchased is, I think 8, 10, this one, I believe. This is what he purchased. But anyway, I was wrapping up what I was saying about this property. So it's 6.6 million yen in a house in Tokyo, terraced house in Tokyo. So I think that's an incredible deal. So he's planning to do a full renovation and then stay here. When he's here, after the renovation, he's potentially looking into doing an Airbnb. So let's see what the inside looks like. Okay, the first room is tatami room. Okay, so this, I guess, is maybe living or dining area. And here's the kitchen, bathroom. Doesn't look too bad. And toilet. Okay, so when I talked to the seller earlier at the closing, he did say the toilet is pretty nice. It's functioning. Looks like it. And this is where the washing machine goes. And there's a second floor here. Okay, so there are 2 rooms here, 2 small rooms. Okay, so this one is the Western style room, and then there is the Japanese style room. So there are two rooms, 3K actually, 3 rooms and a kitchen. And this one has quite a bit of storage space and access to a balcony like this. The house in front of this is quite nice. All right, so I'm actually looking at the listing and let's do the numbers. So this house, terraced house, was built in 1977. So 47 years old, wooden structure, 2 stories. It's actually 2 LDK. So they consider the room down there is a living. So 2 LDK. Structural space is 43 square meters. Land is 38 square meters. And it is actually 17 minutes to the nearest station, Funabori Station on the Toei Shinjuku line. Purchase price was 6.6 million with all the closing fees. I think it was about like 7.2 million, which is just north of $50,000 for a home in Tokyo, 23 words of Tokyo. That's pretty impressive. Looks like there are 4 units for this, this structure. And then maybe those 2 on the right side of this unit, they look vacant as well. And I think Alan is trying to see if he can take over these as well, but he wants to do the renovation on this and see how it works. And maybe he'll take those 2 units as well. Who knows? Pretty cool. But yeah, I like this area. The surrounding area looks a lot newer than, this street. It looks like there was a huge elementary school right by here. So I'm guessing there's a ton of families living here. And access to Tokyo, the central Tokyo is pretty decent. Going to Chiba, I'm actually going to Chiba Funabashi right now, not too far from here. So good access. And most importantly, Tokyo Disney is very close to here. So that's another huge plus. But anyway, Alan's family, I think one of his sons lives very close to here. And that's why he really wanted to stay around here. He's with a Japanese spouse and they've been living here for some time. So he can visit, see his grandchildren too. He has a place to stay. And maybe when he's not using it, he'll rent it out as an Airbnb. So that sounds like a really great idea. And I'd love to kind of follow his journey to see how that's gonna work. Anyway, Alan's coming back in a few weeks' time and then get the renovation started. So there will be more to this, but for now, I'm gonna wrap up this episode. If you're looking for concierge, from front to end support, we have a program that you can apply and we can help. It's called Japan Akiya Assist, and I'll put the link below so you can apply there. We're only taking very few clients per month. We want to make sure every client has an exceptional experience, but you can apply and hopefully we get to work with you. And if you want guided, more of a done with you journey that you're doing this journey, we have a guided program and you can find that on AkiyaHub.com. And I hope to see you there. We got a ton of great stuff, great guys, community, and everything about Akiya that we can think of. So we hope to see you there. And until then, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.